Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to speak about Papa Powell and his speech about Jackson Hole and what that has to do with the dark future of Palantir and maybe Tesla for the short term. So I want to talk to you about what this means for us as Palantir and Tesla shareholders. And he made some very good points. For the first time, he spoke to us like adults. And he was very straight in what he was saying. And I feel like it was an honest talk and gave a really good picture into how the Fed was thinking. Obviously, they are like a parent and, you don't always like what the parent says. But sometimes you just gotta do what they say. And as you can see, this is how the market reacted. Everything is red. Palantir is down 5%, Tesla 2%, Bitcoin, Ethereum 7%, even gold is down. Yeah, S&P 500 2% down. I mean, yeah, it's just red dead redemption, except for, what is it? The SQQ. Okay, so I want to show you some key parts from his speech that will give us very good insight. And then in the end, I'm going to take what this means for us Palantir and Tesla shareholders. And by the way, if you like this content, please make sure you subscribe by hitting the button that's down there. And if you want to go further, check out the first link in the description box below, which takes you to our Patreon, where you can support us for $5 a month and you get direct access to me and all the valuations that we use on this channel. So let's get into this video. Here is the first part.
Restoring price stability will take some time and requires using our tools forcefully to bring demand and supply into better balance. Reducing inflation is likely to require a sustained period of below-trend growth. Moreover, there will very likely be some softening of labor market conditions. While higher interest rates, slower growth, and softer labor market conditions will bring down inflation, they will also bring some pain to households and businesses. These are the unfortunate costs of reducing inflation. But a failure to restore price stability would mean far greater pain.
So again, as you can see, insanely straight. He says that for us to go back to the 2% per year inflation, it's going to be pain, and it's going to be pain over a long period of time. And the higher interest rate is going to mean that we're going to go slower. And this is why all the growth stocks are falling. It's going to mean that we will have a bad labor market, but this price that we're paying now is far worse than what high inflation would cost. So I love the straight talk. Yeah, we will go into what this means in a bit. Next clip.
Restoring price stability will likely require maintaining a restrictive policy stance for some time. The historical record cautions strongly against prematurely loosening policy. Committee participants' most recent individual projections from the June SEP showed the median federal funds rate running slightly below 4% through the end of 2023. Participants will update their projections at the September meeting.
So he's saying that it's going to take time and it's going to be painful. So they're going to stay hawkish and they're going to err on being too hawkish other than, easing up too early. Again, this is why the market is falling, because we are going to have an extended period of pain. Very straight talk, and I still like it. And here's the last part.
Of course, inflation has just about everyone's attention right now, which highlights a particular risk today. The longer the current bout of high inflation continues, the greater the chance that expectations of higher inflation will become entrenched. And that brings me to the third lesson, which is that we must keep at it until the job is done. History shows that the employment costs of bringing down inflation are likely to increase with delay, as high inflation becomes more entrenched in wage and price setting. The successful Volcker disinflation of the early 1980s followed multiple failed attempts to lower inflation over the previous 15 years. A lengthy period of very restrictive monetary policy was ultimately needed to stem high inflation and to start the process of getting inflation down to the low and stable levels that were the norm until the spring of last year. Our aim is to avoid that outcome by acting with resolve now. So, these lessons are guiding us as we use our tools to bring inflation down. We are taking forceful and rapid steps to moderate demand so that it comes into better alignment with supply and to keep inflation expectations anchored. We will keep at it until we're confident the job is done. Thank you.
So again, he's talking about Paul Volcker, and that's not a good sign. What he's trying to say is they're trying to avoid having to Paul Volcker the economy and having a very extended period of very hawkish Fed, but they're going to be doing that by being very hawkish and acting very fast now, and they're going to stay hawkish as long as they have to. So, I mean, you can't get any more clear than this. This was very, very straight talk. It was a parent who was basically telling the child, you have gotten fat and you're going on a diet and you're staying on this diet until your ass fits back into your pants, and there's just no two ways about it. No back talking, you're doing what I'm saying. So he is the strict parent right now. And as you can see, Palantir down 5% on this news. Tesla down 2.5%. So what does this mean? I believe that this means that we are going to have an extended period of sale for these stocks. And if you have a long-term horizon in the next 5 to 10 years, and you are able to increase your income and you're able to liquidate some assets that you have, and you're able to stomach the market and, you know, keep buying the dip, then you're going to have an insane upside if you have chosen your stocks well. I mean, it doesn't have to be Tesla, it doesn't have to be Palantir, it can be any other stock that you like. But the Fed is not our friend right now. It's going to mean that the stocks will have a very hard time rising in price, and this just means that the discounted sale keeps on going longer, and I'm looking for ways how to get more money and buy more of the dip. Full disclosure, right now I have a bit more Palantir than I have Tesla, so I want to catch up to at least the same level as Palantir to Tesla, so I need to buy about $30,000 more of Tesla. So I'm looking at buying that first, but I'm actually making a new video about, you know, the bull case for Palantir after the Q2 earnings. I got some very cool new data that you're gonna wanna listen to. So Palantir is definitely not dead. I just wanna balance my portfolio, so it's a little less crazy than all in on one stock. So now it's just all in on two stocks. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.